We just learned what pertinacious means.
Yeah, and dogging in the UK. We're not going to talk about either of those things.
We learned about new words.
Yeah.
Hello, Internet. I'm Chaz.
And I'm Dan. Welcome to Wine and Serious Business, episode 333.
333.
Things have been slow for a little while. We're back in action. We'll talk about that a little bit as we get through the show.
3 threes, 3 wines, 3 Pinots.
Yeah, doing some Pinot Noir. 2 of them are totally new to us.
Yeah.
One of them I haven't had the specific vineyard blend from in a while.
Dust in here.
That's all right. That's okay.
You gonna drink that shit?
Yeah, we're just gonna drink it right out. We're gonna rinse it out first.
You're gonna drink. There's garbage in his glass. He's just drinking
It's
it.
just dust, man. It's just dust. Thanks. But the glasses are clean.
Okay.
I don't know if maybe you can see. They can probably see that on the camera. This is your super
High
clear
quality
camera, right?
Yeah, we're on a new body today.
Chaz did a video for our friend Paul Cunningham, professional photographer. He was doing some platinum prints.
I'm a
right?
professional. Or no, he's a professional.
Paul's a professional. Yeah, he was doing some platinum prints, but had Chaz out to do some video.
Yeah.
Right. So search Paul Cunningham. Right. Half of you watching the show know who he is anyway.
Yeah, Paul Cunningham. He does the Cunningham Press.
Yeah.
I think is his like Palladium or like where he's doing prints with special ingredients or like special chemistries
sauce,
in order to make the prints. So I know he does Palladium printing. I know there's other processes he's looking to work into. So.
Yes, if you're into photography, check that stuff out.
Yeah, or just good art.
Yeah, so. These are all 3 picks I grabbed for this week. I was out at Renaissance Wines out there for tasting and saw these on the shelves and realized, these are 2 I've been wanting to try for a while and haven't gotten around to. So we're starting out with the Willful Wines, 2014 Willamette Valley Pinot Noir. And I don't think I've had wines from them before, but I've definitely seen them around.
Sure. Boy, it smells really
nice.
nice.
Yeah, good. Kind of funky nose, a little bit of tobacco, a little bit of that wet forest floor, like evergreen forest floor.
Like really solid, just like red berry fruit. Like strawberries, raspberries, where my mind goes first before like the typical sort of cherry thing. But yeah, it smells awesome. Yeah, it smells really freaking good.
A little bit of those potpourri notes, maybe itching toward a little bit of cedar on the palate. Come in first, a little more herbal character, and then the fruit is bright and red on the mid palate. Just a touch of ripeness to it, but the structural herbal elements I think are more of the dominant character here. Yeah,
the nose sort of gave me the idea that these were going to be riper fruits, and like the fruits are definitely more towards like the younger side, right? Like there's a tart edge to all the red fruit on the palate. Good acid though, good sort of structural elements, a little bit of grip in the cheeks from the tannins.
Yeah, and despite being a 14, makes me feel like it wants to integrate a little more too. I still get a little bit of separation between the structural acidity and the fruit that I think that could come together a little bit over time.
Agreed. Yeah, I think I agree on the herbaceousness. I agree on the sort of maybe perhaps it needs more time in bottle to find some like integration with the sort of structural elements in the fruit. And it does have a nice herbaceousness. It does have some nice characteristics going on, but it's just like
a little too acidic.
I don't know. It's just not all the way. It's just not all the way. Yeah, it's like the tart flavors compared with like this like sort of sweet edge, leading into like kind of not integrated structure. I don't know.
It's not there.
Rude boy. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's where I'm at on it. Otherwise nice.
Yeah. On to Randonnee, 2014. This is made by a guy I met years ago named Kevin. He was making wine at Apolloni for a while. Made some nice white wines there that we had enjoyed. I think we've done a couple on the show in the past. But I heard that he and his wife, Clodagh, I think. I'm sorry, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. One of those like traditional Irish names with spellings you're not used to, and you always butcher it when you try and say it. But the 2 of them together started their own label right here. I was really excited to see that. I was really excited to see one on the shelf at Renaissance Wines because way back when Mike used to do the Burgundy tastings out there, I met Kevin at those. So I've known him for a long time. We talked about Pinot Noir. I'm really excited to see what he's gone off on his own to do. So
right, like what his idea of good Oregon Pinot is, right? Because someone's after Burgundy. Really enjoys good Burgundy though, and they're making Oregon.
And only 75 cases produced, so like real smart production. What is this? The Carlton Hill Vineyard from Yam Hill Carlton AVA. I guess we got price on these. This is mid-20s. This is going to be mid-30s, depending on where you find it. But congratulations on getting this stuff out in the market, Kevin, and I'm super excited to check it out. Definitely darker in color.
Yeah, the color here is
so same vintage as the
Willful.
previous one, but yeah. But I guess that's your the Carlton character.
YC. This has got some of that like blackberry cobbler sort of thing going on, right? Like it's like like sort of reduced blackberries a bit to a point. Maybe even like a bit of like pie crust or something going on in it.
Getting a little darker earth on the nose too.
Man, there's like a hint of like some sort of like basil-y sort of.
I know there's herbal stuff going on
rosemary
here
aroma
too.
coming out of the nose.
And at first
now.
I was like, it's just leftover aromatics from this wine, but it's totally not the case. There's definitely some savory herbal notes here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the aroma here is nice. It smells really good.
Smooth on contact. Definitely riper fruits coming through. The blackberries you were talking about definitely hit that palate right away. Sail pretty smoothly across. Real approachable, real friendly. Not getting a whole lot of depth right away. I'm seeing a little bit of evolution towards the finish. But that's all right? Like good texture, friendly, approachable blackberries. It's a good place to start, I think.
Yeah, and I mean like a good strong acidity that runs like down the center of my tongue and really doesn't edge out any of the flavors on the palate, right? Like this has structural integrity. Really delicious blackberry cherry flavors.
Boy,
yeah, just kill it. The acid here is fantastic. This is at least for me has wonderful acidic character. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes through a little bit.
Sorry.
It's definitely, I think, I wouldn't necessarily describe it as an acidic wine, but it's got some good balance. And I think without it, if it were much lower, the fruit would be kind of like too simplistic, like too round. But I think it
perhaps
provides some great contrast to those approachable blackberry flavors. And one thing I really like about this is I think it's kind of a crowd pleaser. I think this is one of the wines that you could pour for a wide range of people, and they'd all find something to like about it.
Absolutely,
which is pretty nice. Yeah.
And some of those earthy flavors that we got in the nose, like the herbal flavors, are coming through in the palate too. Nice long finish as well. This is a really well made wine. This is really nice.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, you can kind of talk about it as a debut, but like I said, right, he's been making wine for other people for years. So.
Yeah, it's smoking, dude.
But
I like it.
Yeah, exciting to see new stuff.
How do you pronounce the name?
There we go. That's right. Our French pronunciation, I'm sure, is making a disaster.
Randonnee, Rando something.
Yep.
So
Pinot Noir.
My American's coming through. Right.
Yeah. We're gonna so we're kind of slow over the last couple months. Where it's like, what are we gonna do with the show going forward? Kind of feeling down, like nobody watches the damn show. I think everybody goes through that every once in a while. But I've been getting some messages, some really nice things. So I want to give shout outs and thanks to a couple people.
Yeah.
Dixie Huey from Trellis. Remember, we used to hear from Janelle way back when. So that was also with Trellis. But Dixie's one of the people that work with them. Just got in touch saying, hey, I'm impressed with what you've been doing. Blah, blah, blah. I want to send you some Oregon samples. I'm like, yeah,
awesome.
we're into samples from Oregon.
We are.
So thanks for paying attention and
thanks
saying
for
that you're
reaching
interested
out.
in engaging.
Yeah,
Yeah, your timing was perfect. We really needed to hear that. Likewise, Jeff Frankel, a gentleman from New York, sent me an email. It was like, I noticed the website hasn't been updated in a couple of weeks. What's going on? And I'm like, I didn't think anybody cared if that website ever got updated, so I was slacking for a while.
Wow.
But it's nice to hear that somebody cares.
Yeah.
He says he lives in New York, and unless it's a producer with a lot of hype around him or one of the bigger producers, it's hard to find little stuff, and that he likes to hear about smaller producers. Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the show.
Randonnee, Chad Stock, stuff like that. And
sure.
And that's what we like to talk about and get that information out in the world. So thanks, Jeff. Hopefully you have better luck finding more good Oregon producers out in your area. We'll give a few more shout outs later, but thanks to the two of you for inspiring us to keep the train going.
Yeah, if you see this, post a comment, the stuff that you like. I'd like to hear it. Like, what makes it out to New York? I'm just interested, honestly.
Yeah.
Drinking some Evesham Wood.
Wine number
Pinot
3.
Noir.
Yeah. How do you feel about Evesham Wood, Chaz? Still deep love, right? Yeah. living right in your heart. A lot of respect. If you're watching this show and don't know who these guys are, we're not going to say anything about them. If you're watching the show and don't know who they are, put a comment, because my bet is every single person that has watched the episode to this point knows who Evesham Wood is.
Yeah.
This is the Mahonia Vineyard. I don't know if we've had this vineyard on the show before. Ooh. Single vineyard they've been doing for a long time, but I haven't had it for a while. This is also mid-30s in price point, so comparable to this one. But but boy, long-term producer, held the prices in a good spot for a while. When I bought it, Mike was like, "Oh, that's showing really good right now.
Awesome.
You're gonna have a good time with this one." So,
awesome. All right,
let's see how it goes.
Nice dark color. Boy.
Yeah, great nose. More tart fruits. A little bit of dark fruit, but I think more raspberry, cranberry dominant.
Yeah. Herbaceous, slightly earthy.
A little bit.
Man, it's like this has got potpourri to it.
I would say a little bit of dried floral,
this
right?
Has got a
like
bit of
not
the
like
potpourri
super
things.
aromatic roses or anything, but
man, the nose is all over the place. Like this smells like all kinds of crazy stuff. It smells really good.
Yeah. Also real nice on contact. More acidity than this one when it sets down, but a little more richness or fullness on the fruit that balances it out. Oh, you're
acid.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah.
It's like mouth puckering. It's just like got that like sour sweet thing going on kind of initially when you swallow it.
Yep. Plenty of ripe fruit, but the acidity is pretty well integrated here, I think. It does tighten up a little bit on the back end still.
It does.
But on the front, I think it works really well with the fruit. And that acidity kind of brings out some of those floral elements on the palate.
Yeah. But man, the structural elements are strong.
Yeah.
Like we're talking very, very strong acids, strong tannins, big strong grip in the cheeks and the gums, like very, very firm.
And would you say that their higher end offerings are generally meant to be more ageable wines too?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I feel like of the stuff we taste more regularly, that the higher end ones often are like, oh yeah, that's something I want to drink in 10 years.
Right. You could almost say that about this, right? Like, definitely the structural elements lend to what should an age-old wine should be, right? Because it's got good fruit intensity, good flavor intensity, but at the same time, the structural elements are all there with it. You could say it's balanced, maybe not the most integrated package currently.
Yep.
But balanced in the sense that everything's very intense, and with time and bottle, it may all come together.
I think so. Yeah, the flavors are good, and I'm with you. As I have more sips, the structural elements kind of build up, and it still feels like a pretty big wine. But I'm excited about how it would age. I think everything that's going on is enjoyable, and it'll just get more so as time goes by. It's even decently integrated. It's just big. But
man, it's just zippy. It's like pomegranate juice, like sort of like tartness. Like pomegranate juice is some sort of overwhelming with its like acid, some sort of like floral elements to it. But man, the structure and the finish is just
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep. A little light kicked, maybe a little dark fruits, plumbing, something like that. But if you got any of this, sit on it for a while. You'll be happier that you did.
I would age the Evesham Wood personally. I would drink this right now.
Yep. So
that's the jam.
So fun to try some new wines.
Yeah.
Fun to be back in action. Thanks for watching. Oh, shout outs to people who've been getting engaged on Facebook. Layla Gautier, new like for the channel. I love it when people we don't know start showing up. It's exciting. Tony Moss, Nathan Eastow.
Yeah, Tony Moss has been liking all kinds of shit.
Getting in there. I appreciate that.
Yeah, sharing us a little bit. Thank you.
Ron Felthoven, of course, always participating. Thank you.
And on that note, we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Cheers.